What's up, guys? And welcome to another episode of Duke Reacts, part of the Duke and Don channel. And today, we're going to be doing a follow-up to the original reaction I did to the beef that's going on right now between Abba and Breach and Fresh and Fit. All right? For those of you guys who haven't been paying attention for the past 12 hours, all right, what's been going on is basically this big beef between, these two podcasts. And essentially what happened is the beef was essentially over a podcast that Abba was on with Fresh and Fit. And they were talking about, is it right to pay for the box or to not pay for the box, right? And obviously one guy is leaning to one side and the other guys are leaning to the other side, right? And what ended up happening is over time, some text messages and some revelations began to unfold about, the guys who were claiming that it isn't right to pay for box, right? And you should have a bitch's soul. All that crazy stuff, right? So some inconsistencies popped up, and Abba and Preach went on to and did another video essentially pointing out this stuff. And essentially what happened is Fresh and Fit did a reaction to that, and let's just say it was less than stellar, and they blew up to this big old thing where they trying to throw hands and whatnot. Well, we got a follow up to this, and as it turns out, that boxing match might not happen. Matter of fact, put the video up. Some of y'all like, hey, Preach already trying, not Preach, Fresh already trying to offer $500K to back out, or to start the fight or whatever it is. So it's one of those things that we're gonna react to this video, and we're gonna talk about, kind of break this down a little bit, and I'll give you my reasons why what went down. We're gonna break it down, and possibly what's gonna happen to Fresh and Fit, the podcast, and what's gonna happen moving forward, because a lot of this stuff it's really important for a lot of you guys to understand what's happening here. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and
we say the facts, we give our L's and our W's, right? So real talk, man, we put out an invite. If y'all want to talk shit, come back in the studio, we'll talk about it, or we could box about it too. Cause I'm in the gym now, you feel me? I'm feeling nice right now. I'm wired right now.
Fresh wants to box with Preach, bro. Fresh wants to box with Preach,
bro. So you know what? Come back to Miami. Let's box it out. Talk it out too. How about that?
In 3 months, though. But like real talk, man. Like if we're gonna have this discussion, we're hotter than you niggas, straight up, and we work harder than you guys. We put out all different types of content. Yep. We ain't just out here reacting. Now, man, look, get the fuck out of here, bro.
I'm gonna put it right there. All right. So Myron, they got a point. They work hard. I mean, doing this YouTube shit. It's like, this is not an easy job, all right? This is not easy, especially if you like eating shit and not getting paid for it. Yeah, this is the best thing to do. So you definitely coming into the space. I respect. That's why I said I respect the hustle, right? No one's knocking your hustle. You guys work hard. You guys put a brilliant show together. And you guys, went a long way to exposing certain aspects of the female nature that a lot of guys, weren't privy to, and be now able to see it in 4K. The problem is what a lot of people have with the show is we understand it's a little too biased in one way. You're showing extreme women who are coming in from all these different cities and states who are flocking in just to chase the clout, right? And you of course you're gonna be getting the most shallow, the most disingenuous, grimy bitches out here that's gonna be dealing with y'all. So what's gonna happen is, especially with these young impressionable minds, and they're gonna be new impressionable minds as more modern women and men who don't understand relationship interact with each other, they're gonna come to these spaces. And when they come to a space like yours and they're seeing all these dumb bimbos, right, and they're seeing you spitting out the little facts that you're spitting out to these girls who frankly are not prepared for that. Like, come on, right? They're gonna say, oh, you know what, I've had this experience, that experience, and I'm looking at this, all girls are like this, and it's not the case. So although you guys have worked very hard, and I commend you for it, dude, you've done us a service. You got to understand the kind of, you got to be responsible for the kind of image you're putting out. Let's continue.
Stop. Yo, we're not.
And later on in the video, you're saying that you want to box with me. Sort of happened that I'm going to be in the U.S. next week. Oh. You want to fucking do this shit? Let's go. Both of you. I'll be in the U.S. next fucking week.
Hold up.
Let's go. We'll put gloves on.
Bro,
not only
this,
that's why I have a problem. Now you talk shit about my wife.
This nigga Preach is married, probably to a fucking beluga whale somewhere. And y'all niggas talking shit.
And you talk shit about my...
Time out. That right there, I think that was the point where, Fresh and Fit, I mean, Myron, that's where it kind of lost a lot of people. You know, the problem is it's kind of like that whole Derek Jackson shit, right? When he came on, he's got his wife, she's got the whole bonnet and the glasses, you know, she's a salute and she's doing her thing, right? She didn't need to be there, bro. You're the one who cheated. You're the one who fucked up. Why is she sitting there with you? You need to sit there and take all them arrows, especially the arrows you've been throwing at all these men all these past years. You got to stand there and put that. What you did was put your wife up there as a freaking shield. The same thing goes with the whole unplugged fit or Myron, right? You're talking about someone's wife that doesn't need to be there. They made the video about you. It's Abba and Preach. Preach isn't a name. Preach's wife has nothing to do with the situation. So when you invited her into the situation where she had nothing to do with it, that's unneeded attention going towards someone that didn't deserve it, right? That doesn't deserve that kind of unneeded attention. So it's like, that's foul, bro. That's low. You don't do that to people's family, all right? And bro, there are partners out here that take that stuff seriously, bro. You can't be messing with people's wives like that, bro. You just can't.
My country, old bitch said that he was about to send me on a boat to my country, to Haiti. Yeah, cool. Next week,
too, man. They call me
I'll be in the States. I'll drop by your fucking studios. You know where it is? Give me the address. I'll be right there. Don't come unprepared. We'll do it. You want to do this? Let's go. We'll put gloves on. It'll be legal. I know Florida laws. I take one bitch, then I take the other one.
Stop. What did I say? Look at this nigga, bro. Look at Preach. He's got a backpack on. He's got a scarf. This dude's got a leather vest. He is ready for war, bro. I told you. All right. Hey, Fresh. You ain't ready for these kind of problems, bro. This nigga dressed like he's ready for an adventure. All right. He's ready to go find some kind of treasure or some shit. Nigga isn't playing. He's not playing. You can't. Look, when you look. I box. But when I see somebody walking around with shit like this, it's like, it's best to not even mess with them. Because it's like, you know, they're just dealing with some kind of unnatural strength that, like, you know how you it's like almost like, damn, bro, if I punch you, you probably not going to feel that shit, bro. And I'm probably going to get my ass handed to me. So you got to understand the kind of people you're dealing with, bro. Look at this man. He's ready to take on both of y'all. He's ready to take on two. Not just one. He said, I'm going to knock this one out and I'm going to knock the other one out. He is plotting. This nigga is going to bed thinking about you. He's got his backpack on. He's got all this stuff. He is going to war. This dude is dressed ready, bro. I'm telling you, y'all, whenever you see somebody like this, just going about your business. Don't even do nothing. If you do something as stupid as come at his wife, oh, geez.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yo, nigga.
You want to talk? I'll be there.
Okay, you know what?
I wasn't there last time. I wasn't. But now you want to do this?
You want to set up the box, man?
Let's go.
Okay, we can set it up.
Both of you bitches. Let's go.
Hey, man.
You want to do this? Let's go. Let's go. I'll be there. Yeah, he's just gonna do it from. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Next week I'll be there.
Look at what he's wearing, my dude.
At the end of the day, listen, I'm not here to have people
he
fight.
He probably has a sword in that bitch.
Preach. You your own man.
That is not me that said that.
Go, nigga.
I did not say that.
Hey,
I had no problem with it.
Hey,
you gonna bring my wife and you gonna be my country in this? No problem, Brendan. Let's do this.
I promise you, Fresh is not about
That's
that life.
I don't care.
This nigga is not about that.
You have to understand that when you talk some shit, there's consequences. Let's do it. I might lose this whole shit. Not a problem. I'll be there next week.
I'll DM you guys, or we'll set it up. We don't have to do this back and forth. We can set it all up. We don't have to do all this talking yapping.
Just let me know what kind of gloves you want. 14 ounces, 16 ounces, or the Harbinger MMA fighters gloves. Just let me know. Because I got 3 of them.
And if you pussy out after doing all that chatting, if you pussy out, don't come to talk to us about anything.
Don't.
And so turns out, yes. And it seems that they are pussying out of this fight. It's not going to happen. All right. Recently, they post on their community tab in their YouTube about how they're all sorry about this. They're like, we apologize to our supporters. From this point forward, we are not going to engage in the beef. We are here to help you guys navigate women, fitness, and finances, not drama. We are going to keep giving you guys the content you subscribe for. We apologize for deviating, but we are back on track. Men already get attacked enough in this space, and we are not going to contribute to it. Best of luck to AP and their future endeavors. See you guys tonight for Fresh and Fit after hours 10:30. What happened to that energy, bro? Hey, Fresh Prince CEO. What happened to that energy, bro? All of a sudden you turn from I want to box, I want to fight, I'm feeling good in the gym, to now you talking about you want to focus on the content. Listen. All right, guys, I get it. I understand this. All right, this is business at the end of the day. All right, you know, you guys, we could get the little boost off the views, off the expense of these guys, but ultimately, you know, it is preaching them. They got a point, man. You guys came at them at the hardest, in the lowest wave form possible. You at the very least gotta, you know, keep that same energy. Bruh, you attacked the man's wife, and not only that, you attacked the man's country. Those are the two things in the world, if a man is actually bred to do something to protect and die for, those are the only two things we got. Is our country, where we're from, where we were born from, and the woman we decide to spend the rest of our lives with, we decide to give our commitment to. Those are the two things that we go off the war and die for. So you don't go out there and try to start this war and then all of a sudden say we're not about it. So now you can't go to them and talk to them about shit. You can't say shit anymore. You know, and I'm not, look, guys, look, I get it. And the reason why you got to understand that, especially most of these guys, while these guys aren't about that life, is because it's about the clout. It's about the money for a lot of these guys, all right? It's about selling you some of these programs or whatnot, because here's the thing. You look on the page, this was a really, really bad take. This is a bad video. They honestly shouldn't have done that kind of reaction, but it was out of emotion. They did that out of emotion, and it really backfired on them, right? And I'm telling you, right, guys, you know, a lot of women disagree with me when I talk to them about this, but guys, we're not meant to be emotional creatures. We're not. We're meant to be stoics. We're meant to be rocks. We're meant to be, we're meant to be the shoulders to carry Mother Gaia. Atlas, bro. Atlas, the shoulders are meant for the pressures of the world, bro. We're supposed to carry that shit. That's how it is. We're not meant to sit here and dibble dabble and be soft and all this stuff. So if you're going to say something, you got to follow through with it. And us guys, we understand this. Hey, look, you got to give us the content we want. All right, we want to see this boxing match. I want to see this boxing match. All right, because we guys, here's the thing about guys. All right, we have to fight. We have to fight. And you know what? Once we get this fight going, once it's done, we can shake hands and part friends. That's the one thing about guys that we can do, is we can fight, we can punch each other, we can do whatever. In the end of the day, we're cool. But we've gotten that initial aggression out, right? We talk about females, when they talk about how they get aggressions out, it's through, you know, manipulation and, you know, all these underhanded kind of means. Men, we got to be overt with our aggression. So this needs to happen. You can't say something about somebody's wife and somebody's country and not expect some kind of consequences. Now, I respect the move that they're making. I think this is the right thing to do. You know, going out and putting your best foot forward and apologizing. But the bitch thing you can do is back out of this fight. You got to go do this fight now. Dead ass, it has to happen. You got to do it. All right, you know, because he's got to get his ones, bro. He's got to get his ones. You hit him below the belt, he's got to come tag you. All right, that's just the law of the land in the man's world, bro. Welcome to the fucking patriarchy. That's how shit works around here. But you know, once we get past all this, once we get through all this, I hope we can get back to a point where, you know, we're making content to really help guys out, because that's ultimately what this stuff's about, right? To help the young men out there who are dealing with this stuff, who are dealing with struggling with, you know, understanding their finances, struggling to understand women, right? Struggling to understand their place in the world. I think that's what the conversation we need to get back to. However, the cap has to stop. All right, because we got a lot of young men out here nowadays that don't know anything, and they're looking at you guys thinking that you got to understand, man, when you come into the space as a content creator, a lot of people spend a lot of time watching you, and their whole worldview is crafted around, especially when they don't know any better, it's crafted around what they see. You're literally, it's no different than mainstream media, real talk. I mean, YouTube probably is going to be like a mainstream media in some form, right? So a lot of guys are going to sit there and they're going to develop this weird fucked worldview on like how women are and how the stuff, just like we have media pumping out all this toxic feminine crap. That's what a lot of this shit is. Real talk. It's all toxic, masculine, all the shit, right? Men, or what all men need to understand is this, right? You got to understand how to move around into this world, how to deal with women, because that's the other half of the situation right there. You can't just deal with women by having this closed view of how things work, having this mindset of all women are gold diggers, clout chasers. Nah. It's just these women that flee to these areas, to these big media markets. The real girls you want to be dealing with are these hometown girls, bro. These girls that literally, it's so easy to find them. It's not even funny. The girls who've been, grew up in their hometown, who've been in their hometown for the longest. They got family roots and all this kind of stuff going on over there. Those are the kind of girls you want to be with. And guess what? They're all over the place. They're really all over. There's over 300 million people, over 1 billion people living in this world, man. You can find some of these hometown broads who are not into this kind of lifestyle, because there's a whole lot of headache you're not ready for. It's a whole lot of headache. So you got to understand that, when you're going back to preaching this content, and the thing with Fresh and Fit, they're not gonna go anywhere. This is gonna blow over, and they're gonna come back with the stuff, because let's face it, a lot of these guys, they like to see stuff like this. They like to see dumb bimbos. They like to see that, caricature of whatever they think a woman is, to go ahead and rest all the frustrations at. So they're not gonna go anywhere. They have a place cemented in the marketplace. However, it doesn't stop you from improving the images a little bit, dialing back the extreme and pumping up the modern, the middle ground, the kind of content, the kind of women like that one lawyer and all the other some of the other women they brought on the shows that know how to have a balanced conversation. Those are the kind of stuff that we like to see. We want to see respectable women. If we're gonna start with the images of how modern women are gonna be viewed, if we want to start with that, we got to start with how they're being portrayed. We got to start. We don't want to be giving more clout to these broads that don't deserve it. To these waste of personalities, really. We don't want to be giving more clout to them, because it's only gonna drive more hatred, and y'all get the views off of it. I get it, but I think that the advent of this beef has if it has concluded anything, right, it has concluded that people right now are looking for more authenticity. They're looking for more, they're looking out for the fakeness. All right, they're looking out for that stuff. So it's one of those things where you guys showed your hand with the angriness and whatnot. People took that the wrong way, and it's like, ugh. We don't want to be dealing with that, man. We want a situation where, people are balanced. We don't want to wake up and see negativity all the time, because it's so easy to get trapped into. You feel what I'm saying? So we want to see more of that positive influence. We want to see more of the finance stuff, because a lot of guys, especially guys and girls, because girls hold a lot of debt out here nowadays. All right, we want to see more of that positivity stuff, man. Let's start getting men and women back on track to being together. All right, just because we talk about how crazy the nature is for females and males, don't mean that we advocate for us to completely separate or walk away. I love women. I love women, and a lot of guys do. We just got to figure out how to love them and how to do it right. And that's it.